Good morning, students. In a previous class, that is a class 1 for the chapter chemical equilibrium, I already completed the introduction part. What is equilibrium? What do you mean by physical equilibrium? Characteristics of physical equilibrium. What is a chemical equilibrium? Characteristics of chemical equilibrium. What do you mean by dynamic nature of chemical equilibrium? And the most important long question, that is law of mass action. Today in class 2 for the chapter chemical equilibrium, I try to complete the next segment, that is equilibrium constant, law of chemical equilibrium and different type of equilibrium constant, that means Kc, Kp and the relationship between Kp and Kc, and some characteristics of equilibrium constant, some numericals relating to it. So before starting the today class, let us recap. That is, what do you mean by reversible reaction? The reaction which is a reverse known as reversible reaction, or the reaction which proceed in both the direction under similar condition of temperature, pressure, known as reversible reaction. If not, then it is known as not reversible reaction or irreversible reaction. And at this time, mark that one important thing, that means during this change, the observable property, that is pressure, temperature, concentration, if there is no change of the observable property at a constant temperature and pressure, then that point is known as equilibrium point. And if this is attaining in a chemical process, then known as a chemical equilibrium. And what is the law of mass action? Two Norwegian chemists, Goldberg and Weiss, deduce a relationship between the rate of reaction and active masses. And according to him, that is known as law of mass action. This law said that rate at which a substance reacts is proportional to its active masses, and hence the rate of a chemical reaction directly proportional to the product of active masses of the reactant species, and each term raised to the power is equal to its coefficient, which is represented in a balanced chemical reaction. For example, mark that for a hypothetical reaction, let us consider a reversible hypothetical gaseous reaction, that is AA plus BB gas, reversible sign, CC plus DD gas. Then, according to the law of mass action, the rate of forward reaction, that is RF, is equal to Kf into A to the power A, B to the power B, equation 1. Similarly, if we apply the rate at which C and D react, that is rate of backward reaction, RB is equal to Kb into C, molar concentration C to the power C and D to the power D, equation 2. We know that at the state of equilibrium, the rate of forward reaction is equal to rate of backward reaction. Note down. We know that at the equilibrium state, the rate of forward reaction, is equal to that of backward reaction. The rate of forward reaction is equal to that of the backward reaction. That means RF is equal to RB RF is equal to RB. So from equation 1 and 2, LHS is equal to LHS. So RHS is equal to RHS. So we can write Kf A to the power A, B to the power B is equal to Kb C to the power C into D to the power D, or Kf by Kb. Kf is known as rate constant or velocity constant for forward direction. Kb is known as rate constant or velocity constant for backward direction. So constant by constant, another constant, that is Kc, known as equilibrium constant. So Kc is C to the power C, D to the power D divided by A to the power A into B to the power B. This is known as equation 3. So from the equation 3, the law of chemical equilibrium may be stated as the product of molar concentration of product species and each term raised to the power is equal to its coefficient divided by the product of molar concentration of reactant species and each term raised to the power is equal to its coefficient is another constant known as equilibrium constant. And C means concentration when it is represented in moles per liter. Okay, good. If the concentration expressed in terms of partial pressure, then the equilibrium constant is represented as Kp. Then this equation also represented as Pc to the power C, Pd to the power D, Pa to the power A and Pb to the power B, equation 4. Okay, P stands for partial pressure. Similarly, when concentration expressed in terms of mole fraction, then the equilibrium constant is Kx is equal to Xc to the power C, Xd to the power D divided by Xa to the power A and Xb to the power B. It is equation 5. Mark that. 3 constant equilibrium constant, one is Kc, one is Kp, one is Kx. Depending upon the unit how the concentration is expressed. If the concentration unit is moles per liter, then it is known as Kc. If the concentration is in terms of partial pressure, then it is known as Kp. In terms of mole fraction, then it is known as Kx. Next, our aim to deduce the relationship between Kp and Kc. It is a part of the long question. Mark that. What is the long question? Long question is state and explain the law of mass action and deduce a relationship between Kp and Kc. So part 1 is over, that is the law of mass action, statement is over. Next we deduce the relationship between Kp and Kc one by one. Mark the reaction, again I rewrite this one. For the hypothetical reaction, I write Kc is equal to C to the power C, D to the power D divided by A to the power A into B to the power B. Mark that. It is one equilibrium constant. This one also rewrite as Kc is equal to C to the power C, Cd to the power D divided by Ca to the power A, Cb to the power B. Mark that. And Kp is equal to Pcc Pdd divided by Paa and Pbb. Mark that. Where Ca, Cb, Cc and Cd are the molar concentration of the species A, B, C and D. And Pa, Pb, Pc and Pd are the molar concentration of the species A, B, C, D, where it is concentration represented in terms of atmospheric pressure or partial pressure. Here the concentration expressed in terms of moles per liter. Assuming that the gases are ideal, then we know according to ideal gas equation, mark that, note down, we know that according to ideal gas equation, that is PV is equal to nRT. We know the ideal gas equation, PV is equal to nRT or P is equal to N by V RT. Number of moles per unit volume, that is concentration, that is P is equal to CRT, where C stands for concentration. Okay, good, mark that. Then we can write partial pressure of A component is equal to CART, PB is equal to CBRT, PC is equal to CCRT, and P, it is, I can write, and PD is equal to CDRT. It is equation 1. It is equation 2, it is equation 3. So putting the value of PA, PB, PC and PD from equation 3 in equation 2 we have, I repeat again, putting the value of PA, PB, PC, PD from equation 3 in equation 2 we have, mark that, what is Kp is equal to, in place of PC we write CCRT to the power C, CDRT to the power D divided by CART to the power A, CBRT to the power B. Okay, I put the value of PC, PD, PA and PB from equation 3 in equation 2. Then here C means concentration, variable one, R the universal gas constant and T is the temperature. So opening the bracket we have, or Kp is equal to Cc to the power C, RT to the power C, CD to the power D, RT to the power D whole divided by Ca to the power A, RT to the power A, CB to the power B and RT whole to the power B. Okay, now separate variable one side and constant one side, mark that, or Kp is equal to Cc to the power C, CD to the power D into RT to the power C plus D divided by Ca to the power A, CB to the power B into RT to the power A plus B. Any doubt? That is constant one side, variable one side. Mark that. What is this term? C to the power C, CD to the power D divided by CA to the power A, CB to the power B. Mark that. It is known as Kc. So replacing this one by Kc we have, or Kp is equal to Kc into RT. Mark that. It is RT to the power C plus D, RT to the power A plus B. Combining we can write, that is C plus D divided by A plus B. Okay. So finally we can write Kp is equal to Kc into RT to the power del Ng. Mark that. Kp is equal to Kc into RT whole to the power del Ng. Okay, note down where del Ng is equal to, note down where del Ng is equal to C plus D minus A plus B, where del Ng is equal to C plus D minus A plus B. What do you mean by C plus D minus A plus B? That means, note down again, next line, that means del Ng is equal to, note down, that means del Ng is equal to total number of gaseous moles of product species. Note down, that is del Ng is equal to total moles of gaseous product species minus total number of moles of gaseous reactant species. I repeat again, what do you mean by del Ng? Del Ng is equal to total number of moles of gaseous product species minus total number of moles of gaseous reactant species. So the long question, it is over. What is the long question? State and explain law of mass action and deduce the relationship between Kp and Kc. So what is the relationship? Kp is equal to Kc into Rt to the power del Ng. Next, we apply this concept to solve some problems. Mark that. At 773 Kelvin, the equilibrium constant Kc for the reaction N2 plus 3s2 2ns3 is given. Kc is given. Question is calculate the value of Kp for the same condition at the same temperature. We know that is Kp is equal to Kc into Rt to the power del Ng. It is the relationship. So given that from this expression temperature is given, that is 773 Kelvin. Del Ng means total number of gaseous moles of product species minus total number of gaseous moles of reactant species. In product species that is 2, in reactant species that is 4, that is 2 minus 4, that is minus 2. And R we know, R is equal to, it is liter is there, R 0.0821 liter dot atm per Kelvin per mole. So putting this value, Kc also given, Kc is equal to 6.02 into 10 to the power minus 2 liter square mole minus 2. So putting this value we have Kp is equal to 6.02 into 10 to the power minus 2 into R 0.0821 into T 773 2 to the power minus 2. Mark that. If we solve this one, then the expected answer is found to be 1.5 into 10 to the power minus 5, 1.5 into 10 to the power minus 5, 1.5 into 10 to the power minus 5, atm to the power minus 2. This is the value of Kp. Okay, good. Move to the next question. Mark that. What is the next question? Mark that. At 700 Kelvin, temperature is given, note down, given T is equal to 700 Kelvin and the equilibrium constant Kp is given. For this reaction, 2SO3 gas, reversible 2SO2 gas plus O2 gas is 1.80 into 10 to the power minus 3 kilopascal. This value is given in terms of Pascal unit. This is equal to also 1.80 Pascal. 10 to the power minus 3 kilo cancel out. Again, if we transfer the Pascal unit into bar, then we divide 10 to the power 5 is equal to 1.8 into 10 to the power minus 5 bar. It is the value of Kp. Then we know universal gas constant. R is known as universal gas constant. In terms of a bar, it is known as 0.0831. 0.0831 liter dot bar per Kelvin per mole. Then question is calculate the value of Kc. We know, note down, we know that Kp is equal to Kc into Rt to the power del Ng. Then our aim is to calculate Kc. Kc is equal to Kp divided by Rt to the power del Ng. Okay, put this value in place of Kp, that is 1.8 into 10 to the power minus 5 bar divided by 0.0831 liter bar per Kelvin per mole into temperature, that is 700 Kelvin to the power del Ng. Del Ng means total number of gaseous moles of product species minus total number of gaseous moles of reactant species. Note down here del Ng is equal to 2 plus 1, that is 3. 3 minus 2 is equal to 1. So to the power 1. So on solving this value, Kc is nearly equal to 3.09 into 10 to the power minus 7. 3.09 into 10 to the power minus 7 moles per liter. So, if value of Kp is given, then we calculate Kc is equal to 3.09 into 10 to the power minus 7 moles per liter. Next, we discuss about the characteristics property of equilibrium constant. 4 to 5 point is there. Mark the first point. The value of equilibrium constant for a particular reaction is always a constant. The value of equilibrium constant for a particular reaction is constant, and it depends upon, always depends upon only the temperature of the reaction and independent of the concentration of the reaction with which we start, or the direction of equilibrium from which it is attained. I repeat again, the value of equilibrium constant is always constant at a particular temperature, and it depends upon only the temperature and is independent of the concentration. Next one, if a reaction is, very important one, if a reaction is reversed, then the value of equilibrium constant is inversed. Mark that. Suppose a reaction is there, N2 plus 3H2 give rise to 2NH3. So here equilibrium constant, that is K1 is equal to NH3 concentration power 2 divided by N2 and H2 to the power 3. Now if we reverse the equation, that means 2NH3 give rise to N2 plus 3H2. In this case, the new equilibrium constant, that is, it is K, it is K dash. Now K dash is equal to, mark that, N2 H2 to the power 3 divided by NH3 power 2. This one is also rewrite as 1 by NH3 power 2 divided by N2 and H2 to the power 3. Yes or no? Mark that. So from this relationship it is clear that, K is equal to 1 by K dash. Mark that. Are you clear? That means, if I repeat again, if a reaction is a reverse, then the value of equilibrium constant is inverse. Clear? Next point is, if a reaction having equilibrium constant is K is multiplied by the 2, then the new equilibrium constant, that is K dash, is the value is square of 2, means K square. Mark that. For example, I repeat again, another one point. If an equation multiplied by 2 having equilibrium constant K, then the new equilibrium constant K dash is the square of that 2, square of the equilibrium constant K. Mark that. If we write N2 plus 3H2 reversible 2NH3, N2 plus 3H2 give rise to 2NH3. Here K, the value of equilibrium constant K is equal to, note down, here K is equal to NH3 power 2 divided by N2 into H2 power 3. This is the equation. Again multiply by 2 each term, then the new equation is 2N2 plus 6H2 give rise to 4NH3. Then mark that. K dash is equal to NH3 to the power 4, NH3 to the power 4 divided by N2 to the power 2, H2 to the power 6. Okay. This equation may also be rewrite as, mark that, k dash is equal to ns3 power 2 divided by n2 h2 power 3 whole to the power 2, that is k dash is equal to k square. Okay, that means it is clear that if one equation having equilibrium constant k is multiplied by the 2, then the new equilibrium constant power raised to 2. Similarly, another point is there, if one reaction equation having equilibrium constant k is divided by 2, then the new equilibrium constant value is square root of 2. Mark that here, same example is there. Mark that, same equation is there. Let us consider one reaction, N2 plus 3H2 give rise to 2NH3. Then equilibrium constant K is equal to NH3 power 2 divided by N2 into H to the power 3. Now it is divided by 2 each term. Then the equation is half N2 plus 3 by 2H2 give rise to NH3. Then in this case, K dash is equal to NH3 square bracket divided by N2 to the power 1 by 2 H2 to the power 3 by 2. Okay, we can rewrite that K dash again. I can write K dash is equal to NH3 square bracket 2 by N2 and H2 to the power 3 whole to the power 1 by 2. That means it is clear that if one equation is multiplied, if one equation is divided by 2, then the new equilibrium constant raised to the power 1 by 2 or square root of the equilibrium constant value. Okay. Last one is if one equation K, last one is if one equation K having equilibrium constant K is represented by two sub equation having equilibrium constant K1 and K2, then K is equal to K1 and K2. Mark that. I repeat again, if one equation having equilibrium constant is K is again rewrite by two sub equation having equilibrium constant K1 and K2, then it is clear that K is equal to K1 and K2. Mark that. For example, A reversible D, K is equal to 20. Then mark that, which is represented as, that is equilibrium constant. Suppose equilibrium constant is K here. Then this equation rewrite as A to B, that is K1, B to C, that is equilibrium constant is K2, and C to D, equilibrium constant is K3. Then it is clear that K is equal to K1 into K2 into K3. These are some characteristics property of equilibrium constant. Okay, mark that. If a reaction is reverse, already discussed, if a reaction is reversed, then the value of equilibrium constant is inversed. I repeat again, if a reaction is reversed, then value of equilibrium constant is inverse. Next, if one equation having equilibrium constant K is divided by 2, any term is there, suppose it is 2, then the equilibrium constant for the new equation, then the equilibrium constant for the new equation is square root of original equilibrium constant K, that is root over of K. Okay. Next one, if an equation having equilibrium constant is K is multiplied by any integer that is 2, then the equilibrium constant for the new equation is square of that equilibrium constant K, that is K square. Okay, move to the next one. If an equation having equilibrium constant is K is represented or rewrite in two substeps having equilibrium constant K1 and K2, then it is clear that K is equal to K1 and K2. If one equilibrium constant, if one equation divided into 5 substeps having equilibrium constant K1, K2, K3, K4 and K5, then it is clear that K is equal to K1 into K2 into K3 into K4 into K5. Okay, good. Move to the last one. The value of equilibrium constant not affected by the addition of the catalyst. I repeat again, the equilibrium constant only depends upon the temperature. It is independent of the concentration and also addition of catalyst. Last, let us try to solve some problem basing upon the concept of equilibrium constant. Mark that, we solve one by one. 2 mole of PCl5 were heated to 327 degrees centigrade in a closed vessel of 2 liter capacity. And when equilibrium was achieved, it has been observed that PCl5 found to be 40% dissociated, 40% dissociated into PCl3 and Cl2. Calculate the equilibrium constant value Kp and Kc. So mark that. The equation is PCl5 break down to PCl3 plus Cl2, gas. Initial condition is that 2 mole of PCl5 is there, but after equilibrium it has been observed that 40% of them is dissociated. That means 2 mole of 40%, that is 0.8 mole dissociated. So at equilibrium, mark that, at equilibrium, what is left of PCl5? That is 2 mole minus 0.8 mole, that means 1.2 mole left. I repeat again, according to the question, at equilibrium, 40% of initial of PCl5 is decomposed, dissociated to PCl3 and Cl2. So 40% of 2 mole is 0.8. That is lost. So what is left? 2 minus 0.8, that is 1.2 mole. Again, we know that when 1 mole of PCl5 dissociate, it gives 1 mole of PCl3 and Cl2. So what fraction of PCl3 and Cl2 is formed? That is 0.8 mole and 0.8 mole. Now at equilibrium, what is left? PCl5 1.2 mole and PCl3 0.8 mole and Cl2 0.8 mole. So we have to calculate Kp. Mark that. Before going to Kp, first we calculate Kc. We know that Kc is equal to molar concentration of PCl3 into molar concentration of Cl2 divided by molar concentration of PCl5. Again we know what is molar concentration. Concentration expressed in moles per liter. Again, given that it is the container capacity is 2 liter. So per liter we have to calculate the concentration. So per liter PCl3 is equal to 0.4 into Cl2 is 0.4 divided by, again what is the concentration of PCl5? That is 1.2 by 2, that is 0.6. Any doubt? I repeat again. It is the number of moles of PCl5, number of moles of PCl3, number of moles of PCl2. But our aim to calculate the concentration of PCl5, that is the number of moles per 1 liter, that is 1.2 by 2, that is 0.6. Concentration of PCl3, that is 0.8 by 2, that is 0.4. Concentration of Cl2, that is 0.8 by 2, that is 0.4. So applying this value in concentration unit, the expected answer of Kc is equal to 0.267 is equal to 0.267 moles per liter. So after calculating the Kc, then switch over to calculating the Kp. We know one expression is there for the relationship between Kp and Kc, that is, mark that, Kp is equal to Kc into RT to the power del Ng. So we calculate Kc now, putting this value 0.267 into R 0.0821 into T given, that means the value of given 327 degree centigrade, that is temperature is 327 plus 273, that is 600 Kelvin into 600 Kelvin to the power del Ng. Mark that here del Ng, that means product of, that means a difference in total number of gaseous moles of product species minus total number of gaseous moles of reactant species. Mark the equation. PCl5 give rise to PCl3 plus Cl2. 2 mole, it is 1 mole. So del Ng is equal to 2 minus 1 is equal to 1. So N is equal to 1 to the power 1. On multiplying this value, the expected answer nearly equal to 13.15 atm. Okay, any doubt? No doubt. Good. Move to the next question. Mark that. What is the next question? In a reaction between hydrogen and iodine at a certain temperature, the amount of hydrogen, iodine and hydrogen iodide at equilibrium are found to be 0.45 mole, 0.39 mole and 3.0 mole respectively. So given in the question, the moles are given, calculate the equilibrium constant. We know that for this equation, in a reaction between H2 and I2, H2 plus I2 give rise to 2HI. In this case, we know equilibrium constant Kc is equal to molar concentration of Hi to the power 2 divided by molar concentration of hydrogen into molar concentration of iodine. So in the question, only number of moles is there. Let the volume is V. So here molar concentration of H2 is equal to 0.45 by V, molar concentration of I2 is equal to 0.39 by V, and molar concentration of Hi is equal to 3.0 by V. Because number of moles is there, our aim is to calculate concentration. Concentration is equal to number of moles per unit volume. So put this value is equal to 3.0 by V square divided by H2 0.45 by V into I2 0.39 by V. Okay, on solving this value, expected answer is nearly equal to 5.51.28. This is the value of equilibrium constant. Any doubt? Good, no doubt. Move to the next question. Mark that. Remember that in question, number of moles value is given, but we have to calculate the concentration. Square bracket, that is active mass, is equal to concentration. Concentration is equal to number of moles per unit volume. In some problem, 2 liter, 3 liter, 5 liter volume is given. If not given, let the volume is V liter per 1 liter divided by V. Okay. Mark the next question. What is the next question? For an equilibrium reaction, the rate constant for forward and backward reaction, rate constant, that is Kf for forward is 2.38 into 10 to the power minus 4, and rate constant for backward is equal to 8.15 into 10 to the power minus 5 respectively. Then question, calculate the equilibrium constant. Okay, we know that Kc is equal to Kf by Kb is equal to 2.38 into 10 to the power minus 4 divided by 8.15 into 10 to the power minus 5. So putting this value, find the answer. The expected answer is equal to 2.92. So for that we have to remember this formula. We know it is the equilibrium constant Kc is equal to the ratio of two equilibrium constant, that is rate constant for forward reaction by rate constant for backward reaction. Any doubt? No doubt. Good. Move to the last question. Mark that. Mark that. What is the last question? The following concentration were obtained for the formation of ammonia, nitrogen and hydrogen and equilibrium. Means in this question, instead of giving the number of moles, direct concentration, active mass is given. Mark that. That is concentration of nitrogen, molar concentration of nitrogen, molar concentration of hydrogen and molar concentration of ammonia is given. Question: calculate the equilibrium constant Kc. We know that in the following reaction obtained in the formation of ammonia. Ammonia is formed, means equation is N2 gas plus 3H2 gas give rise to 2NH3 gas. In this equation, equilibrium constant Kc is equal to NH3 molar concentration to the power by N2 into H2 molar concentration hydrogen to the power Q. Okay. Now putting this value, we have value of ammonia is 1.2 into 10 to the power minus 2 power 2 divided by nitrogen 1.5 into 10 to the power minus 2 molar into hydrogen 3.0 into 10 to the power minus 2 m whole to the power q. Mark that. Putting the value directly given, find the relationship, put this value. The answer, exact answer is nearly equal to 3.55 is equal to 3.55 into 10 to the power 2, that is equilibrium constant Kc. Okay, so it is all about some application of the equilibrium constant and also the application of characteristics of equilibrium constant.